Hi everyone, Bernard here with another Citizen vlog, and it's a City present, isn't it? As we look forward to the game against a certain Real Madrid on the 7th of August, 8 p.m. kickoff. It's another empty Etihad Stadium, unfortunately. I have no idea where I'm watching this. It's on BT Sport. I don't have that, so hopefully I can find a decent stream. It's how pathetic this is, really, isn't it? But it's how it is. That's just how we go. Right, we've got to try and get to Portugal, haven't we? We've got to try and get to Lisbon. And we've got a 2-1 advantage, haven't we? I mean, as they always say, it's only half time in this tie, because obviously we've got another 90 minutes to go, even though we're 2-1 up, and we have a couple of away goals, which certainly help, don't they? Please, if you're new to the Citizen channel and you like this, and please tell your friends, tell your City supporting friends, please push that old subscribe button. Push the notification button. It's only little vlogs coming out, City past and present, are all coming out. Plenty of stuff, quizzes, etc. Lots of stuff on this channel for your entertainment and what's the word? Delicacy. I don't know. Anyway, what it is. Right. Yeah. Before we just talk about the game, I mean, we can't really pass it on, can we, without looking at that and looking at this over there. The game back in the 26th of April 2016 with Mr. Manuel Pellegrini in charge. Obviously a very disappointing night that was, wasn't it? I think I think we've met him in Champions League friendly, haven't we, since this one or whatever. But yeah, that was a very depressing night. I mean, if you cast your minds back, I mean, we had Hart, Sanya, Company, Otamendi, Clichy, Fernandinho, Navas, Kevin De Bruyne, Silva and Aguero. Not a bad little team, was it? They had Navas in goal. He had played two parts. Carvajal, is it? Carvajal, Pepe, Ramos, Marcelo, Modric, Casemiro, Cruz, Bale, Benzema, Vasquez. Yeah, we got David Silva injured in that, didn't we? So he came off after 40 minutes, and Iheanacho came on as well. It was a bit of a strange substitution, wasn't it, for David? But there you go. Yeah, it was a disappointing night, wasn't it, that night? Obviously, it all went wrong. We went over to the Bernabeu. But yeah, I mean, David Silva, just before we leave that, obviously David Silva's last game at the Etihad in a competitive game. Anyway, I'm sure he'll come back. And I know 1894 group are doing if you want to go down before the game and line some of the route, and they've got some banners for David and stuff like that, which is fantastic. If we could rely on somewhere, I know I'm working the next day, but if we could rely on somewhere to watch it afterwards, I'd probably perhaps go down and do it as well. But it's been told not to do these sort of things, haven't we? But I can appreciate what 1894 are trying to do anyway. So obviously it's a long time ago. Is it 160 odd days ago it was at the Bernabeu? That seems a lifetime ago now, doesn't it? Wednesday, February the 26th. Our team that night, if you look at the starting team that night, Ederson, Walker, Laporte, Otamendi, Mendy, Rodri, Gundogan, Mahrez, KDB, Bernardo, and Jesus. We lost Laporte, didn't we, in that game? So we lost Laporte after 32 minutes with the injury that saw him out, obviously, for quite a while. And we didn't think we'd have him back for the second leg, didn't we? We didn't think we'd get him back for the second leg under this circumstances. We had Mendy in that team. Obviously, we're not going to see Mendy in this one because he got himself thrown out of this game because he got booked. And let's just hope Ederson's kicking improves. Do you remember back? I was watching my little review on it, actually, of the Real Madrid game, and trying to look back at the comments I made. And yeah, Ederson's kicking was absolutely awful. And let's face it, Ederson's been in great form, hasn't he? So we can just only ask that his kicking's a lot better tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, player ratings wise, it was a bit of a mishmash, even though it was a fantastic result. Not everyone had the best game that night. And if you look at the stats for the game, it was 49% possession for Real Madrid and 51% for City. Real Madrid had 9 shots, 3 on target. City had 16 shots, 8 on target. So it shows the sort of dominance, wasn't it? I think the first 15-20 minutes, I think Real Madrid looked more comfortable. After that, we really came into it. Corners, they had 1, we had 4. Fouls, they committed 13, we committed 10, which is unusual. You get City committing most of the fouls these days. And we did find ourselves obviously a goal down after 59 minutes. A little bit of an error, wasn't it? A bit of an error down there with Otamendi and I think Walker was involved. Oh, it was a nightmare, was it? But we did see there's flaws in their defence as well, which is strange because they've actually done done very well defensively, one of the best defences in Spanish football, but we do see weaknesses in there, and obviously we saw that as we came back to take the 2-1 lead into this second leg, didn't we? And hopefully, again, we can make the most of that again, obviously, because they seem to sort of rely on the defence, and I don't think it's that great. I think it's a little bit like ours, a bit suspect at times, probably because of the way they play. Real Madrid themselves, I mean, they've had a fantastic run, haven't they, since the shutdown, since the lockdown. Before the lockdown, it didn't look as though they'd win the title, to be honest with you. They were sort of they were struggling, but after lockdown, they won every single game they played, and by the time they played the last game, they'd already won the title, so they could rest players, etc. And they just drew 2-2 the very last game they played, but they'd already won every single game up until that one. So yeah, they come back in great form. They'll have no Ramos, obviously, because he got himself out of the second leg, didn't he, because of the little sending off. They'll have Hazard back, so Hazard will be back. I've never really worried about Hazard. I think he's all right, but he's never, certainly when I've seen him play for like Chelsea against City, he's never had a great game as far as I can remember. So I don't really worry about Hazard that much, but he'll be back for it. They do have good away form in Spain, but the thing is, Zidane hasn't got the greatest win ratio against English opposition as a manager, so that sort of bodes well. And Real have never been very good at overturning a first leg home defeat either when they've gone away from home in the second leg. So things like that. I know they're only statistics, damn statistics and all this they say, don't they? But yeah, I mean these things are interesting to know, and I mean, fingers crossed, you always say it with these things, because usually as soon as you say something like that, as soon as you say someone's never done something, they go and do it sort of thing. But yeah, apparently they're going to adapt an attacking trident tomorrow with Hazard, Benzema and Asensio to start for the first time this season as a threesome. So they've never started that before, but obviously they're going to rely on those three as the prong of the attack, and obviously hopefully rely on the defence to keep us out, because they need to score at least 2, don't they, whatever happens. Again, you get the old thing, saying Pep shouldn't overthink it, and all this sort of thing. And he does. I mean, you think back to the Spurs game, you think back to the Monaco game. I mean, he just it's hard, isn't it? You're 2-1 up, yeah. You just got to play your normal game, and psychologically, it is very, very difficult. But Pep's got to get through to his players, and I'm sure he will. That let's win this tomorrow. At worst, let's draw it, but let's go out for the win, and I think he will try to do that. But as you say, psychologically, it might affect the players. The team for tomorrow, well, I think he's been playing it, hasn't he? But he might be a late, Pep likes to keep everyone guessing. There might be a late sting in the tail for certain things. I mean, obviously Ederson and Walker are shoo-ins, Laporte is a shoo-in, and then you've got Garcia. Or is he going to put Fernandinho back there? I think he's going to stick with Garcia. I think he's going to stick with Garcia tomorrow. Although obviously, if you'd asked me 5 or 6 games before the lockdown, it would have been Fernandinho every day of the week. Then he's going to have Cancelo, isn't he? I think he's been telegraphing that thing as left back. So Cancelo's going to come in for Mendy. Rodri, KDB. I mean, is he going to put Gundo in again? He's not been playing him, has he? So I'm thinking he's not. I'm thinking he's going to put David Silva, Mahrez, Sterling and Jesus, but that's quite attacking. So is he going to put Gundogan in there and leave out Silva and Bernardo, but still have Mahrez, Sterling and Jesus? It's interesting. So I'll go with Ederson, Walker, Laporte, Garcia, Cancelo, Rodri, KDB. I think he'll be positive. Mahrez, Sterling, Jesus and David Silva playing as well, because obviously he knows he's not sentimental, is he? But obviously David Silva's been in a rich vein of form, so why not play him? But I wouldn't be surprised if Gundogan goes into there somewhere and someone drops out, certainly on the basis that we don't want to let a 2-1 lead. So, he's got to be a bit careful, and unfortunately that's what he's going to do. Anyways, my score prediction, I'm going to go 3-1 for City. I think they'll put us under pressure, but I think we'll be able to get them on the break and I can't see it letting more than one goal in. So I'll go 3-1. I'll be positive. I mean, at worst case scenario, I'm hoping it'll be a 1-1 draw or a 2-2 draw, but I'm hoping for 3-1 for City tomorrow. Just on the betting front, a little bit of fun, please. I don't condone betting and never ever bet more than you can afford, and please always gamble responsibly. You know when the fun stops, stop. You know, this is the thing. So please, I don't condone it. Just have a little bit of fun, a little bit of extra interest. On the betting side, City are 14-19 on to win the game, 18-5 the draws. That's not a bad price for a draw. And Real Madrid 10-3 to win the game. So, you know, even if they won it 1-0, they still wouldn't be going through, would they? So they're a couple of good prices to qualify for the next round. So in other words, just to qualify, depending on what happens with the scores, etc., penalties and all this sort of thing. City are 1-8 on, and Real Madrid are 11-2. First goal scorer, Jesus, 19-4, Sterling 5-1, Benzema 13-2, Mahrez 7-1, KDB 15-2, Foden 17-2, Jovic 10-1, Hazard 21-2, Silva also 21-2, Bernardo 11-1, Junior and Asensio 23-2. Both teams to score, and this is my first little fun bet, 8-15 on for both teams to score. And I think Real Madrid might score. As I said, I think we'll beat them 3-1. And it's 17-10 against for a no, not both teams to score. So I think 8-15 is good value. To get the correct score ratings, 2-1 is 15-2, 1-1 is 8-1, 2-0 is 9-1, 1-0 is 10-1, the 3-1 that I think is 12-1, it's not a bad price, 2-2 is 12-1, 3-0 is 15-1. The first one you get for a Real Madrid victory, a 2-1 victory to Real Madrid is 15-1, 3-2 for City is 18-1, a 1-0 Real Madrid victory is 19-1, and 0-0 is 13-1. And the half-time, full-time, City is 13-8. It's not a bad price. A draw in City, 17-4. I was a bit looking at that with a potential going for it, but I opted not to in the end. A draw is 7-1. Again, not a bad price. A draw and Real Madrid to win is 11-1. City and then a draw is 15-1. And Real Madrid to be winning at half-time, and a draw is 16-1. So there's some prices on there. Anytime goal scorer. I like the anytime goal scorer. Got Jesus and Sterling at 29-20. Benzema at 39-20. But my second bet of the night that I'm going to have a little bit on is KDB at 12-5. You got Mahrez at 11-5, but you got KDB at 12-5. I fancy a bit of the KDB. You got to think he's going to score at some stage, haven't you? Because he'll be on the pitch for the 90 unless we're strolling, we're strolling the game, or he gets injured, God forbid. So that's my little bet, 12-5 on KDB to be anytime goal scorer. Jovic is 11-4, Foden 14-5, Hazard and Bernardo both 7-2. That's not bad prices. And the goals, my last bet, the last bit of fun bet I'm going to have is over 2.5. So in other words, 3 goals or more in the game is 1-2 on. So I'm just going to have a cheeky 5 on that. So I'll have 5 points on that. I'll have a couple of points on KDB to be any time goal scorer, and I'll have 5 points on the 8-15 both teams to score as well. So that's my three little bets. Anyway, fun bets, please never bet more than you can afford, and please, I don't in any way condone gambling. And just before we finish, just a few little talking points, something on Twitterverse, just a bit of humour with Chapster at Chappie1963 was quite funny. He came up with this the other day after Liverpool had clinched the title a few days ago, obviously a while ago now. But we had the Arsenal's Invincibles, we had Man City's Centurions, Man City's Formidables, and now we have the Liverpool Coronables. I think that's quite fun. Liverpool's Coronables. That's quite funny from Chappie. It did make me smile. Ian Cheeseman, he pointed out. I mean, they are still with us, but he was saying. That's Ian Cheeseman. Sad but not surprised to hear that the outstanding king of the Kippax, the Man City fans, is struggling without being able to sell to the fans at the stadium, so considering calling it a day. Obviously Ian Cheeseman said he's in the same position, so he totally understands. But yeah, I mean, obviously Dave from King of the Kippax did answer back and say, look, we're still here, blah, blah, blah. But obviously I've actually gone out and subscribed to 5 issues as well. I have tended to get them on Kindle, but when I get them on Kindle, I end up not really reading them. I think I've got with the hard copies, I've got loads of copies of King of the Kit Packs. I use them in my City Past vlogs, etc, etc. So I've actually gone out and done it, so please don't forget King of the Kit Packs, and some great reads, some great articles in there as well. So if you don't want the hard copy, say it works out, I think it's a £4 now for the magazine, but obviously it's £5 per issue for a subscription, so it's just for 5 copies, it's 25 quid. The details are on screen anyway. Please go out and do that. Give him your support. The last man standing, isn't it, with the King of the Kit Packs? And please do that. And obviously, if you want to get the Kindle version, I think they're just £4 on Amazon. I know you can get them through Amazon, which is obviously the Kindle version as well. So support him in that way as well. So please do that. It was just a little thing for that, and also to a little bit of promotion for the ginger wig. Obviously, the ginger wig gifts. I mean, obviously they've got these towels now. These beach towels are superb. Some great beach towels there of the individual kits, and obviously you've got the sort of legend team, is it, or all-star team, etc. But the beach towels, so obviously if you're managing to get away, you won't be able to get back, mind you. You won't be able to come back into the country, but if you're managing to get away, you need a beach towel, because I mean, you might need it in this country. You never know, we get the odd nice hot day, don't we, at the moment? So yeah, the ginger wig, please, at the ginger wig, and just check out those beach towels. They're also fantastic. Yeah, it's the ultimate team photo, isn't it? Ultimate team, they're called. So that's that beach towel available as well. So please do that. And before we finish today, obviously we've had there's been a few dotted about this blog, but the new away kit's launched, hasn't it, for City? So it looks alright on the players. I'm a bit like that. I don't know if I'm going to buy a replica one this season, to be honest with you. I've got a little bit more cash this season than I have the last 2 or 3 seasons when I've not been able to afford one, to be honest with you. So I might treat myself and my lad to one, but whether it be the home kit or this away kit, I'm not too sure. I quite like the look of it on the players, and I like that dark style. So, but I might just go for the home shirt. I'm not the home City home shirt for a while, actually. So I'll say that sort of grew on me, so I might just go for that. But anyway, there's been been showing some images on this thing as we've been going through. So there you go. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know in the comments what you think. If you have a little flutter, what do you think the score will be? What about the kit? Are you going to buy the kit? Are you going to buy any of the retro, the home one, or this away one, or are you going to wait for the next one to come out, which I think I don't like the look of the other one, to be honest with you. But again, it might look better when the players put it on. But yeah, the so-called third kit, I'm not overly impressed with. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Please check out my links on screen, and obviously if you're into movies and TV dramas, don't forget to do vlogs on that as well. So just check the playlist for that. And obviously most of us are into football, or into movies, aren't we? So you know, anything takes your fancy on there, please check that out. And obviously if you like old rare DVDs, movie posters and board games, please check out my little website as well, moviegamenostalgia.com. That's thumbs up to you, much appreciated if you can do that for me. That'd be fantastic. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'll be back, obviously, with the look at the Real Madrid score on Saturday. I'll do a full match review on Saturday. Please check the information for the latest Citizen vlogs coming out on City Past vlogs. One's just come out today, History of Manchester City Part 8, which covers 1954-55 season to the 1958-59 season, and then by the mid 60s we're going to be doing a season of vlog, actually. So by about 1964-65, I think there's another 5-year block, and then the 64-65 onwards will be a season at a time, because I've got lots more of personal information and my own memories of coming into it. So I'm just going to take my time and do a season at a time. So obviously starting with 64-65, but obviously before that there'll be over in the next few weeks. Obviously I'm talking way into the future at the moment, but that's just to let you know there's some City Pass vlogs coming out anyway, so please check after this video for what's coming. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, look after your family. Let's all look after each other, and please stay safe, Blues. Until the next time, come on City, we can do it. We can get through to this to Lisbon, can't we? It'd be great, that. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you again soon.